Hello, friendos and fellow liberal Islamists. Just taking some time to ice my knee right now, so I've got a little bit of time to update you just quickly. So I am a little bit over 5 weeks post-op now, and I've had a little bit of a snag, like slight road bump. I think I maybe pushed myself too hard. In the last update, I said that I was transitioning to some like light weightlifting, a little bit of squats, a little bit of deadlifts, things like that. Just very, very light, not much at all. Like 12 kg, 25 kg, not much at all. Very, very, very light. Um, but I think it was maybe too much. And I found that after a couple of days of that, and also starting to return to work, maybe a little bit prematurely, but it was only an hour here and there, not a great deal. I found that as the day went on, I'd get to the evening, and by the time I'd do my last physiotherapy session of the day, I couldn't bend my knee as well as I could earlier. So it seemed like my knee was getting visibly more inflamed, and I couldn't use it as well. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna scale back a little bit. So I've stopped doing that now. I've kind of gone back to more of the lighter physiotherapy that I was doing before, lighter exercise, just air squats and things like that, rather than using weights, and icing much more regularly, using my compression tube more regularly to take some of that inflammation down. I ran out of ibuprofen, so I started taking naproxen, which is, I think, a bit better as an anti-inflammatory. Maybe not as good as a painkiller, but I don't really need it as a painkiller. I need anti-inflammatory. So I went on that for a couple of days. I didn't want to take it too much, to be honest, because I've been on it before, and if you take it for a long period of time, it can really eat away at your stomach, and I don't have anything to protect. I've run out of the tablets they gave me to protect my stomach, so I just a couple of days, and now I'm back off it again. Um, so that sucked, but it's fine. I feel like I'm still kind of ahead of where I should be, which is good. It's gone back down now, and I've not had a repeat of that. It's been good for a couple of days now, and it's coming along well. I have finally received a physiotherapy referral and got a physiotherapy appointment. I eventually had to go via my GP. It seemed like it was impossible to get my hospital that discharged me to communicate with physiotherapists in my neighborhood and get them to accept me. So I had to go to my GP and just say, look, I can't get this done. Can you just please write me a referral to a physiotherapist? And he said, yeah, okay, fine. And he just did it. And I got a letter through, and I've got like an online appointment. So it's going to be like this, going to be webcam. And I guess they'll want to look at it, and I guess they'll want me to do some movements and try their best through the camera to see if I'm moving well or not, and recommend me stuff to do. So that's going to be next week. What day is it today? It's Saturday today. I'm doing that on Wednesday. Or is it Thursday? It might be Thursday. Not important. Anyway, I'm also seeing my surgeon. I'm supposed to see him. I think I'm supposed to see him 2 months after the op. This is more like sort of 5.5 weeks, but yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It'll be good to see him, actually. I'll see him on Monday. I must thank him for the fantastic work he's done, because I really do think he's done a really good job. And I do, in fact, have a point of comparison because I've had both knees done. I also want to ask him about these protruding metal lumps in my knee. Make sure those are normal. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. But that's it. I'm just kind of gradually ramping up at work and just starting to do a little bit more, a little bit more. I did a full day the other day because my wife had to go to a funeral. Her uncle sadly passed away. So I had to cover the whole day there, but she was really mindful and basically did most of the work that requires standing up and doing stuff. She kind of did most of that, so there wasn't a great deal for me to do. I could sit quite a bit and put my feet up, which was good. But yeah, just getting back to normality, really. Just getting a little bit better every day. My leg, I've noticed, looks less skinny. So I hopefully haven't had too much muscle atrophy. I still haven't got full muscle control back because there is still some inflammation, and the inflammation, gets in the way of muscle control. Getting a little bit porky. Not happy about that. Getting a little bit chubby. I kind of figured that would happen. I got into a really bad habit, which I don't usually recommend to anyone, but I got into a really bad habit of snacking late at night. And the reason I was doing that, particularly like I was doing carb snacking, which I really wouldn't recommend. The reason I was doing that is because I needed to take some of my pills before bed, and I found that if I did that without eating, I would get stomach ache, and I don't particularly want, when you're on pills like every day, I don't want pills eaten away at my stomach. So I would eat some carbs. I'd have some like crackers and cheese or something, and then I'd take my pill and it'd be fine. And now I'm not on pills, and my body's gotten really used to like eating before bed, and now I'm like ravenously hungry through the evening, which really sucks. And I still kind of don't want to cut back. I'll cut back a little bit, but I don't. I'm hesitant to cut back and cut back on my food, just because I don't want to give my body any excuse to eat up the part of me that isn't functioning properly, because your body will do that super fast. Your body's very efficient at going, oh, I see you don't use this limb anymore. Cool, we'll just get rid of all that muscle. We'll just eat that up. We don't need that. I believe that astronauts have the problem of, because there's no gravity in space, so your skeleton is a lot less useful in space than it is when there's gravity. So the body's very, very quick at breaking down the skeleton and urinating it out, and you end up with osteoporosis and stuff like that, because your body's just not good at dealing with situations where, well, I guess it is good. Like it makes sense. The logic is, you don't need this part of your body anymore. Why am I expending calories to maintain that part of the body that we can't use anymore? We're just going to get rid of it. And that's what happened last time. Last time I did this surgery, I was really overweight, so I went on a really aggressive, like paleo keto diet, and I think that, as well as the surgery, meant that my leg got really, really skinny. Like it looked almost deformed. It got really skinny, and that hasn't happened this time. It doesn't look so bad this time, anywhere near as bad. It looks more or less normal, apart from the swelling and stuff. And the fact that it's kind of soft. Like if you poke one of my thighs, it's hard. You poke the other thigh, it's really soft. So I don't want to give my body. I don't want to make my body think that it needs to start eating itself at all. Like once I've got better control, once the swelling's gone down completely and I've got better control, I can take any belly fat that I've put on off. I know how to do it. I've got a good like method that I've used over and over again, and I've got a body type that gains and loses weight fairly easily, so I can diet for like a week, 2 weeks, and it'll be fine. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm still not driving. I'll be able to start driving in 3 weeks-ish. Yeah, that'll be good, because I can, at the moment my wife has to do all the driving. It'll be good when I can do that. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to just gradually getting back to normality, really. It looks like we're going to have lockdown in my area. It looks like we're going to have second lockdown in my area probably in a week or two, because the COVID infections have just like shot up, and they're probably going to keep shooting up. So I think I'm going to and it's my birthday in a few weeks, like 2 weeks. I reckon that I'm going to regain the ability to walk around. It's going to be my birthday. I'm going to want to do something. I'm going to want to see people. Yay, I'm recovering. Yay, I can see people. Yay, it's my birthday. Oh, we're locked down. I can't actually go out and do anything. Fantastic. Thanks, boomers. Love you. Hope you don't die.